Hello, collective. Welcome to the Power of Three. If you're returning, I hope you are. Welcome back. This is a haunted story reading. We do them from time to time. It's for your entertainment, pretty much only. Although I always tell people it is for somebody somewhere. I mean, everything that happens to somebody. And these haunted story readings are just meant for entertainment for you, yes, but just know that it's possible some of you could have even heard of such, goings on or whatever. So just remember that it's just for your enjoyment. I mean, for heaven's sakes, if you've ever heard of such a thing, let me know. Leave it in the comment. But the most important thing for me and for the channel, because I ask for nothing ever except for your subscription and for you to hit the like button. If you hit the like button, it helps the video move. Okay? It doesn't, even if you don't care one way or another, if you just care about me asking for you to support the channel by doing that, it takes us not even a second. It costs you no money. um, and I can't even begin to tell you the difference that it makes for me to not have all this a waste of my money and time and effort. So, um, guys, not trying to depress you or anything, but it's been difficult. If you go to my channel, The Power of Three and Me, and you look at the numbers, especially last month, it's very discouraging. Um, Subscribers go up and then they get immediately taken away. Um, so much so that I can set my watch on it. So yeah, I just am asking you to, just be mindful, because a lot of it maybe is just you're not mindful of it. So if you could just, as I'm talking, click the like button. So, guys, here we go for this haunted story reading. All I've got for information is, and I'll be honest with you about everything. There's a deck here that we're using for the extra clarifier. It's a deck that I don't use very often. It's called it's called the Wisdom of the House of Night. Okay, so there's a card in here, and I didn't know what it meant. So it kind of, I don't know. I just find I'll use it myself, but if a card comes out and I don't know what it means, I'm gonna feel like I don't know what I'm gonna feel like, but I just don't want that to happen. So as I was setting up for this reading, I was told I have to use this deck for the extra clarifier. So I plucked this card out of the deck and found out what it meant. I actually Googled what the word means, so that because that's what the funny thing is that's the energy that I got about the story. So the word is fledgling. I didn't know what that meant, especially in reference to this. It's got something to do with birds too, but that's not what this is about. So, um, looking at the card, I thought, was she gonna throw up, or I didn't know. So now I do, and what it means is for somebody to be like a newbie, a beginner. Wet around the ears is a terminology, like something that you're not that experienced at. So whether it's a goody thing or a baddie thing, I don't know, but that's where it started. Okay? So I'm going to start the story now. You might be able to hear the dogs in the back. I don't know. I hope not. But here we go. Okay? Our haunted story reading about our beginner at we don't know yet. So, from the Holy Spirit, my Father gives you the true bread from heaven. So what that is touching upon is, in the story I got, is, and you'll see by the overall energy, which is from the Dark Goddess, we got Pandora, curiosity. And what the curiosity is about is something true. Is something true? Would that really happen? Right? Maybe our character has read the Bible, read somewhere that if you do this, this will happen. Well, I feel like our character has, because they're a fledgling, because they're a newbie, because they're very green around the gills at what they're doing now, well, they've made a mistake, a big one, in their um, ignorance, we'll call it, right? Lack of knowledge. Okay, so the supporting energy is from the dark mirror, and we've got fated to suffer. And it's because of this mistake. It's because of this error, because they are inexperienced. An experienced person would know not to do that. Opening Pandora's box, for instance. Now, is it actually Pandora's box? Maybe. Maybe. But if we're going to bring it down a peg or two to the 3D life, Pandora's box could be a situation. You know, it could be something that this person has decided that they want to manifest, and it's not good. So we'll just get started. This fated to suffer. You know that saying where they say, if you dig a grave for somebody, dig two. Right? I feel like that's kind of what this is. Somebody, a very inexperienced person at witchcraft perhaps, or something that they want to manifest and control, and it's going to bite them in the ass. That's what's going to happen, because they wanted somebody else to suffer. They wanted their fate to be suffering, and they maybe didn't take it seriously and thought, you know, probably wouldn't work, but it did somehow. We'll see. How are we doing this? Okay, we're using this one first. Sorry, the Deviant Moon is where we're going to start. Jeepers creepers. Dogs. I might have to go back there and say a word or two. Okay, this is our haunted story reading for the collective. They're entertainment only. What do we get? Five of Swords. Right, it's a fight. It's an argument. But this person, our character, I don't feel like they're very good. You see how that moon is facing, like he's walking, but the moon is facing the other way, and the tongue is sticking out, which tells me that whoever they're going after, the person doesn't even know that they're hated. The person doesn't even know that our main character has got it out for them and wants them to suffer. Let's continue. I move that over a bit. I hope you can hear me. Have I got this close enough? All right. Continuing on with our haunted story reading. Okay, 2 just flipped over. So we've got the 8 of Pentacles and the Tower. 8 of Pentacles is working. I mean, it could be their job, but it could be somebody. I feel like it's kind of like a two-part thing. It's like somebody that our character works with and they don't like them. But it's what our character is newly working on the side. In the night, to control someone else's fate. To control someone else's fate. Horrible channel here. Netflix Stranger Things tarot deck. We're using to clarify for a haunted story reading. Tower pretty much says it all, doesn't it? We'll see what comes out for the clarifier. Under the Five of Swords, please, for our haunted story reading. What is our deviant character planning on doing in reference to this Five of Swords? Five of Swords again. It's here clarifying itself. Let me just double check, because it's Five of Spokes. You can see the tires are flat. And what is this? What is this? I don't know. I don't even know myself. What is that? Where's the book? Right here. Let me just double check. I think it's this right here. You may have just woken up battered and bruised in the back of a car being driven by a 13-year-old girl, but things could be worse, right? Okay, so things are pretty bad. You are wounded and it's going to take some time to heal. Although your grief is fresh, trust that it will pass. And this is under the Five of Swords. But I feel like our main character doesn't want their grief to pass. People always say that, don't they? Eight of Pentacles. Under the Eight of Pentacles for a haunted story reading. Page of Swords. I feel like all it takes is for our character to see this person. Just the sight of this person irritates our character. And it throws them in motion of wanting this person to suffer. To stand out. To feel like so that they just go away. Just putting them in a spotlight in a bad way. The Tower. Now somebody's back there choking. Temperance. See? Temperance is divine timing and things being out of your control, but they got a cell phone in their hand. Somebody is trying to control the narrative. They're trying to control this person's fate in such a way that they literally suffer forever. Fated to suffer means it never stops. Unlike how this Five of Swords described it. You know, things will get better. Well, that's the whole intent here, is that so that things don't get better. Now, let's get this extra clarifier out and see what comes out. To extra clarify our haunted story reading. I mean, let's see what comes out with curiosity and fated to suffer. Here it is. Look at this. OMFG. I'm so glad that I told you guys everything and how this all started and what happened. The fledgling. The fledgling. Curiosity. Pandora's box. Fated to suffer. But they've never done it before. They had no experience at it. They have nothing. Just a hate. Just a severe hate for somebody. So much so that basically sell their soul to make somebody else suffer. Five of Swords here clarifying itself. Vision. Aphrodite. See, I think our main character, like I say, they do these spells, they do whatever it is that they're doing, open Pandora's box, and however they do that, in the dead of night, full moons, moon work. They've got it out for this person to suffer, fated to suffer, is the spell that they are trying to cast. It's like, it's not just like they're trying to put on just some, bad juju on them. It's like, no, I want the rest of your existence to just be absolute agony. Wow. Page of Swords. And people are like that. Like, people hate you and they don't even know you. Letting go. Page of Swords under the Eight of Pentacles. Letting go. I feel like I don't really get this. But it's got to be spell-like. Because I don't know. I'm going to get it up here as close as I can so you guys can see it. It's like it looks like a branch, but then when you look at the whole thing, it's the whole tree. And all the butterflies and stuff. It's like a mixture of different butterflies. It's like a mixture of different things done in the forest, in the moonlight, at a certain time of night, on a certain date. Literally, yeah. To, like, look how this Page of Swords looks totally like they're frozen and they can't move off that spot. Temperance under the Tower. High Priestess of Air. High Priestess of Air. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We got the moon on the forehead there. Whether this is that is the person that's being gone after. It's the number 6. So it's like they want to steal this person's identity. They want them to suffer. Maybe they want to it's like they want to become them. They want to soul swap and then just have that, because I feel like our main character is the one that's fated to suffer. They want to soul swap that on somebody, on this High Priestess of Air, because oh boy, I think our person that's being attacked is very powerful, very intuitive, probably has a lot of, gifts in the spiritual world. And our main character wants to soul swap that because they have suffered. They are fated to suffer. Soul swapping. Look at this. Bottom of the deck. Fulfillment. All right, that makes sense now, doesn't it? Because this person that's being attacked didn't do anything, but just be in the same building, doing the same job for the same wage, the same, you know what I mean? But our person, the main character, is just dark from day one, fated to suffer. So I guess when you start from that, it's not unlikely that you're going to start dabbling in dark magic to make your life better, because you don't care whether you make somebody else suffer. An innocent person that's just minding their business and isn't fated to suffer. Wow. You know, I'm feeling like there could be a part 2 for this. So if you want one, I'll do it. Okay? All you have to do is just leave me a comment. You know, part 2. And I will do it. All right? And if I don't see it, then we'll just leave it here like we always do. But I feel like we could do one. Just let me know. For now, I'm going to close it out with a miracle now, because I would think that our unsuspecting character here, our High Priestess of Air, is going to need one here, not knowing what's coming at them or why. So for our haunted story reading, to close it out, possibly for a part 2, we will see. Oh, 2 came out. I show up for myself and the world. Now, I think that this is our High Priestess of Air. In order to awaken the world to the light, I must not be afraid to shine. So now we know what characteristics our High Priestess of Air has on a daily basis at work, doing the same work and for the same pay at the same hours, yada, 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 that our main character just doesn't like them. They did nothing but just be themselves. So we have a very dark person here, the fledgling, the newbie that's fated to suffer, that wants to soul swap with our High Priestess of Air. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Now we know why. If you want a part 2, again, let me know in the comments and I will hop to it. And if not, then hopefully you will join me again for another haunted story reading. And again, just hit that like button before you leave, please. Hello and welcome to anybody that's new. My name's Amber. And till I see you guys again, take care. Bye for now.